Good evening. I'm Nigel Hawthorne, and welcome to another edition of Drive-By Theatre. This evening, we have driven by the Edmonton area home of musical theatre actor Kieran Martin Murphy. Well, more accurately, we're in his garage. He won't allow us in the home for obvious reasons. But tonight, Mr. Murphy will perform for us two classic musical theatre pieces. He's chosen them specifically because of the positive message that they release unto the world. The first one, this evening, we will see a man who dreams of a better time for himself and his family, but in the end, really understands what's truly important. Here we go, with a selection from Fiddler on the Roof. Oh, dear Lord, you made many, many poor people. I realize, of course, it's no shame being poor, but it's no great honor either. So, what would have been so terrible if I had a small fortune? Oh, if I were a rich man. All day long I'd biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, idle diddle man, I'd build a big tall house with rooms by the dozens right in the middle of the town. A fine tin roof with real wooden floors below. There would be one long staircase just going up, and one even longer coming down, and one more leading nowhere, just for show. I'd fill my yard with chicks and turkeys and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear, squawking just as noisily as they can. And all that sound like a trumpet on their ears, as if to say, here lives a wealthy man. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. If I were a bitty rich, idle diddle man, I'd see my wife, my Golda, looking like a rich man's wife with a proper double chin, supervising meals to her heart's delight. I'd see her putting on airs and strutting like a peacock. Oh, what a happy mood she's in, screaming at their servants day and night. This, there, that, there, no, yes, no. The most important men in town would come to fawn on me. They would ask me to advise them, like Solomon the Wise. If you please, Reptavia, pardon me, Reptavia, posing problems that would cross a rabbi's eyes. Do. bit of difference if I answer right or wrong. When you're rich, they think you really know. If I were rich, I'd have the time that I lack to sit in the synagogue and pray. Maybe have a seat by the eastern wall. And I'd discuss the holy books with the learned men 7 hours every day. And that would be the sweetest thing of all. If I were a rich man, all day long I'd biddy bum. If I were a wealthy man, I wouldn't have to work hard. Lord, who made the lion and the lamb, you decreed I should be what I am. Would it spoil some vast eternal plan? If I were a wealthy man. Yeah, dum da dee dum da dee dum. Yeah, da da dee dum dum. Wonderful. Well, as Mr. Murphy prepares for his next selection, I'll introduce it to you. This is from Man of La Mancha. The character is Don Quixote. Mr. Murphy has chosen this piece because he feels that each of us has a hero inside that needs to be awakened and can make the world a better place. So here from... You're ready? Okay, he's ready. So now I'm going to move the camera. But now we shall see Don Quixote, Man of La Mancha. To dream the impossible dream, to fight the unbeatable foe, to bear with unbearable sorrow, to run where the brave dare not go, to right the unrightable wrong, to love pure and chaste from afar, to try when your arms are too weary, to reach the unreachable star. This is my quest, to follow that star, no matter how hopeless, no matter how far, to fight for the right without question or pause, to be willing to march into hell for a heavenly cause. And I know if I'll only be true to this glorious quest, that my heart will lie peaceful and calm when I'm laid to my rest. And the world will be better for this, that one man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable star. Thank you for watching this evening's edition of Drive-By Theatre. I would like to thank Kieran Martin Murphy. I would like to thank the Citadel Theatre in Edmonton, Alberta. And I would also like to thank you, the theatre audiences who keep it all alive. Take care. I'm Nigel Hawthorne. Good evening.